Hello to all my lively ladies, you're very welcome to today's weight loss strength exercises. So we have 11 moves today, repeated twice. Now if you have a variety of dumbbells, have them handy because you may be able to switch up to a heavier set of dumbbells with some of the exercises. You may need a mat, you might prefer to go down to the floor for some of the exercises rather than staying upright. So just make sure you have a mat if you're working on a hard surface. That's good. Okay, lift and lift. Squeeze out that shoulder as you lift that arm up there for me. Lift and lift. We're just crossing the leg over. It's great. It's good stretch here for the muscles that run along the side of the leg there, the TFL, tensor fasciae lata. Funny name, but a very tight muscle in most people. So it's good to get a little bit of movement for that muscle. That's good. And lift and lift. Good inner thigh work as well. We could always do a little bit of that. 10 to go. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now raise the knee up, punch the ceiling. Now take note of this one. It actually is one of our strength moves today, but we'll be doing it a little bit slower than this. And this is one where if you have a heavyish dumbbell, use it because I guarantee you, you'll really feel the muscles working. As long as you're not leaning back or it's overwhelming your shoulders, of course. See how you go with it. I'm going to speed it up here just simply to get the heart rate up and get some blood circulating right down to those toes. And lift and lift. Good. And lift up. Good work. 10 more. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, march it out. Push the arms back now, nice long arms going back behind you. That's it. Feeling the triceps getting a little bit of work here today. We have our kickbacks coming, tricep kickbacks, last exercise. We're squeezing in a tricep move before we finish out today. Good. Now really drive back like you're pushing water or something heavy there behind you. That's it, good. Now I'm bringing back the dumbbell pickup today. It's quite an advanced exercise in the fact that it's such a deep end of the knee. Now if you're not able for those deep ends of the knee, you have options, as always. You don't have to go down as far. You keep going with that exercise. You can come down this far and then dumbbell pick up or snatch, as some people call it, over the head. Be careful with what weight you choose. Just come down a little bit. Now what you can do is stay on one side, then round 2 you can switch to the other side. Haven't said that now for anyone who wants to do that format, just staying on one side and switch around round 2, you can, or you can alternate it. It's up to you. Good. It'll be more clearer when we get to the exercise. Okay, let's count it out. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Let's take it into some side leg lifts or pendulum. A little bit more work for the inner thighs there. That's it. Squeeze it out. Squeeze it out. Well done. Doesn't take long before you really start to feel the fatigue coming into those tiny little muscles and run along the upper part of our outer leg, glute medius, glute minimus. Yes, they are the glutes. We don't really have hip muscles. They're just an extension of the glutes. Good. Now let's drive the leg across. While you're there, a little bit more work for the inner thighs. Make sure you don't have any chairs or dumbbells in your way here. Good. And last. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to keep the feet about hip distance or even shoulder distance apart. Sit in your little seat and thrust over your head. This is a great move to do before you do any workout really, but most definitely strength training. Sit your hips back Watch how my hips go back here, hips back first, sit down. Okay, so I'm not squatting and letting the chest come forward like this and rounding my back. So it's all in the glutes, sit back and reach. And that's the technique you will need for your dumbbell snatch or dumbbell pick up. You're letting the hips go down, reach up. So just take note of this for when we get to exercise 2, the pickup. Good. And reach up. Reach up. Good work. Reach up. Well done. 2 to go. And last 1. Now I just want to bring this up. I have the Renegade row coming. That is a floor exercise. And depending on how heavy you go, it is a little bit on the advanced size, size, but you don't have to do it. You can stay upright. What I'll do is round 1, I'll do the back row, so the regular back row, okay, which is a little bit more of it's a modification, and then round 2, I'll go to the floor. So just for anyone that wants to do the floor one, both rounds, you're down here in your plank, and you're rowing your weights, okay? All right, I think the rest of them are all straightforward. Okay, let's do some calf raises and we'll start. All right, we're starting with a narrow squat. So again, another very hip dominant move where you're gonna let the hips lead into bicep curl and shoulder press. Okay, so it's good actually that you can see that with your narrow squat, how we let the hips lead so that you'll know what to do for your pickup. Okay, your dumbbell pickup or snatch. Just gently pressing the heel into the floor here and warming up the little bones of the feet, the calf muscle. So if you don't include calf in your workouts, try and get them into your warm-up. You should include calf sometime. No, I'm not saying don't ever include calf exercises, but sometimes, just in case you miss it, get it into the warm-up here. Okay. 10 seconds and then we'll get started. You keep going actually with that and I'll show you the first one. So let's just do a body weight. Grab the weights on when we start. So we're going to stick the hips out, bicep curl, shoulder press. So hips leading, back is straight, bicep curl, shoulder press. Okay, let's get going with this one. 15:45 is our sequence today. You can increase your work time if you feel 15 seconds rest is too much for you. You can bring your work time up to 50 seconds if you want to. That's great. All right, abs engaged, narrow squat, bicep curl, shoulder press. Narrow squat, bicep curl, shoulder press. Now you notice it's a strict shoulder press. So if you've got heavier weights, you'll probably feel the shoulders. With this one, good work. Curl it, reach up. Keep the chest, the back straight, now the chest upright, so you're not rounding the shoulders there. Good. And up. Hips back, curl, and above your head. Okay, now dumbbell pickup. Just one dumbbell will do you there. Put it down on the floor. Now remember, like I was saying, you can go down, you don't have to go down too deep. And you can stay on one side, you don't have to put it on the floor. If you don't mind going down into a deeper squat, put the dumbbell down. You can stay on one side, or you can alternate it. I like alternating. Good. And lift. Don't let the dumbbell go back too far behind you. Control that move there. The elbow should be in line with that earlobe. Good. Chest is up. You could even put this on a little step in front of you, the dumbbell, and bring it up on a height. That makes it a little bit less intense as well. That's it, good. And lift. When we get another one. There you go. Well done. Now we're into renegade rows. Down onto the floor and plank if you want to. I'll do it round 2. Round 1, I'll stick with the more modified version. Okay, let's sit the hips back again. Palms are down facing the floor. And squeeze those shoulder blades. Squeeze, release. Squeeze, release. That's it, good work. There should be feeling some work going on in the muscles that lie between your shoulder blades. Posture muscles. That's the trapezius and the rhomboids. Good. And squeeze and release. Squeeze and release. Good work. Come on, we can do it. Legs have been worked, so we're really feeling them there. All right, really getting inadvertently getting a leg workout. Now, RDL. So we're going to work the hamstrings, back of the body, and then upright row. Okay. So again, letting the hips lead here. You don't have to bring those weights all the way to the floor. That's not necessary. And lift up for that upright row. Let's get that upright row in there. Stand tall and up. Good. Lift it up. Well done. Now we have a great and absolutely wonderful standing abdominal exercise next, using some weights or some dumbbells. Good work. One more. This is why I like 2 rounds of strength, because we have to slow down the moves. Now, one weight. Okay, lift up, and then we're going to crunch, and then crunch. That's it. Crunch. Let's go together. Yeah, I was just saying that because we're slowing down the moves, you may feel like you're not getting a lot, so that's why I always like to include a second round with strength. I do know some of you out there like the no repeats. Personally, I do like to add that second round at least. Ooh, feeling the shoulder burn here, and I'm really feeling the tummy muscles crunching away there. Good, just a slight C curve. That's it, come on, we can do it. We have upright chest flies next. Now you're welcome to grab a mat and go down to the floor, lie flat on your back, knees bent, and work away with a chest fly. Now I'm going to do it upright. Now the disadvantage of doing it upright is you have to drop your weight down somewhat. Okay, let's go. That's it. Down on the floor. The back is very supported, so you may get away with more weight down there. Squeeze and squeeze. Well done. Good stretch there for the chest, and then you're working the chest as the weights come across the body. Well done. Now the balance exercise next. Yes, getting in a little bit of balance training as well today. Good. And open, really feeling that upper body working very hard. Excellent job. Okay, now again, you can go with 2 weights here if you want. We are going to, I'm doing opposite leg, opposite arm. You can do same side if you want to. We're switching around. That's it, good. Lift. Tap your toe off the ground. You're gonna really feel the burn here now with the upper body. Use that other arm there for balance. You can make this harder by holding another weight in the other hand, the free hand. It doesn't even have to be the same weight as the one you're lifting above your head. It can be a lighter weight. It just adds that little bit of extra to the exercise. Don't lean back now, nice and straight. Good work. Balance, tap it out. One more. Oh, really feeling the burn there. Okay, now we're just going to switch to the other side. So opposite leg, lifting And don't worry if you've done same side, same arm, same leg, that is fine, that's grand, that works too. Okay, arm out. Lift up. Good work. This side is a little bit more rested. Take your time, slowly and down. Again, we're not rushing here. Good. Got some single arm rows coming next. Now you can use a chair for support, or you can do it on your own. Doing it on your own, you'll recruit more muscle group. It does require a little bit of balance as well. That's it, good. And down. Up and down. Last one, now single arm row. So if you have a chair, just turn it around, put your hand on the back of the chair, or just do what I'm doing here. Let that leg go right back behind you, up on your toe, and roll. Now nice and slowly. And this is one exercise. I guarantee you'll get away with a good heavy weight with it. There's a lot of muscle groups coming into play here. Good work. Drive that elbow back. Other side is next, and then we're into the tricep kickbacks, and then we'll start all over again. And we'll get that second round in. Increase your reps with each move by doing round 2. Good. Drive back. Well done, come on. And back. Good work. Okay. Now we've got the other side to do. All right. Now if you want to start, you can and get 2 or 3 more reps in. That's fine. If you ever need that rest, just take the rest that's provided and lower all the way down. Good. And lower all the way down. That's it. Good work. Slow on the return. Be patient when you're lifting weights. Let your muscles work against gravity, and keeping them under tension as well for longer is what allows them to grow and become stronger. That's it. Good. If you're rushing through it, you won't get the same benefits. So think about the lifting portion here has been maybe 1 second. Hold for a second and then lower maybe down for 3 or 4 seconds. Okay, now we've got our tricep kickbacks, and that's really that's using tempo in strength training to help you keep the muscles under tension. Now let's go with those kickbacks. Kickback. If you find you can't get the technique with the kickback, just lower your weight down, or maybe even practice body weight first. Good. And back. Come on, you can do this. Keep the abdominals engaged here. Bring your legs closer if you feel you're bumping the dumbbells off your outside of your legs. Come on, hold that back strong for me now. Keep going. This will really test your strength of the other muscles too. All right, now we're back to narrow squat. We'll keep the weights. Bicep curl and shoulder press. Okay, let's get ready now to go into round 2. Don't worry, you don't have to wait. You can go ahead. Narrow. Bicep curl. Shoulder press. Good. Narrow squat. Bicep curl and shoulder press. Narrow. Bicep curl. Shoulder, good. Bicep curl, shoulder press. Now I did an alternating dumbbell pickup round 1. If you decided to pick one side, make sure you know that you have to change around for this round now, this exercise coming up. Good. Well done. Okay, you can put one down. Right, put the weight down on the floor. Remember now, you don't have to put the weight on the floor. You can, just like I was saying, keep it, go up and down with it, but switch sides, up, good, and up. You can see it's actually quite a deep bend of the knee, and it does require a lot of flexibility in around the hip, but that's what makes it such a good exercise. Keeping the back very straight now. I try to look up a little bit. Good. The hand back out behind you. That'll help balance the body too. And lift. Now I'm going to do the renegade rows now, down on the floor for round 2. If you don't want to do them down on the floor, just do your back rows again. Well done. Control that weight as you bring it down. Now, renegade rows. Okay, let's go down to the floor. All right. Make sure your dumbbells are evenly spaced and your feet. So you want a nice wide base with your feet. That'll help balance the body. Okay. And row. Good work. And row. We try our best to minimize the hips moving. You may get a little bit of move as the weight rolls up to your rib cage, but try not to overly rotate the hips. That's it. Good. RDLs are next. Romanian deadlift. Nice and gentle with the weight to the floor. That's it. We'll control each part of the move. Okay, well done. All right, make your way up. Now, if you're not sure what RDL stands for, it just stands for Romanian deadlift or a stiff leg deadlift. Okay, you don't have to wait. If you want to go ahead, get 1 or 2 more in there. Feeling a bit breathless now, getting up and down off the floor. So, bottom out behind you into upright row. Letting the bottom lead. Working those posture muscles again. That's it, good. Upright row. Now we have our wonderful standing abdominal exercise next. Lift up. And last one here. Good work. Okay, we'll put one dumbbell down. All right. Now, high knee pull down. Lift up if you don't want to wait for beeps. And get a couple more reps in, you can do that. Don't rush this now. Again, it's working on the balance as well. Once that foot comes up, you can really feel the ankle muscles working hard here, particularly if you're doing it barefoot or in socks. You don't have that support of the runner, which really and truly is a good thing. Let your foot do the work. That's it. Squeeze it out. Right up to the ceiling there now with that dumbbell. Right up there for me. Long arms up. Work those shoulders as well. It's a lovely full body exercise. Good. Now we have our either your upright chest flies next or you're heading to the floor. Well done. Okay, that was a good one. Now, like I was saying, round 1, because of the nature of being upright here and the weights are going out so far to the side, you might need to drop your weight. Be careful. Watch your elbows here and watch your shoulder joint there and your upper chest. They're in quite a vulnerable position here. So don't be going too heavy where you're jerking the weights. We don't want that. We want to be in full control of this exercise. Good. Come on, you're doing a wonderful job. I'm really feeling the upper body today. Really feeling the burn from it. Maybe you can let me know what body parts you felt the most today in the comments below. I always like to hear how you got on and how you felt during the workout. And open. And last one. Okay, great work. Now we're into our balance exercise. And when you see balance, you know you're going to be working your abdominals. Okay, opposite leg, opposite arm, or same sides. Same arms, same side. Okay, same arm, same leg. Right, lift and lower. Now nice and slow. Nice and slow. Good. Try not to tip over. Use that other arm, that free arm, to counterbalance the body. That's it. Breathe out. Breathe in. Good work. Come on, really feeling the shoulders here, working hard, and the abdominals into the hip flexors. Balance, coordination. Good, last 10 seconds. Come on, we can do this. Stay with me now. Breathe through it. And last one. Well done. Okay, now we're going to the other side. Right, when we start, let's get a few extra reps. Take the rest if you need it. Remember, the other shoulder had a good long break, so we can get into it. And I have to keep reminding myself to go slowly here. I think if you're using the correct weight, you will naturally be slower. That's it, good. Drive right up to the ceiling. Good work. Come on, keep going. You can do this. Doing great, working hard together here. That's it, great community of lively ladies, keeping fit and strong. Last few seconds. And there you go, well done. What a burn for the upper half that is. Right, now we're staying with it. We have single arm rows, okay. So let's get back to it. I'll start with the other side first. Other leg. Okay, we go this way. Now, row back. Row. Don't worry what side you start on. Just get both in, that's fine. Now slowly lower. Slowly lower, that's it, good. Keeping everything nice and controlled. And all the way down. Try not to jerk throughout your movements. Nice fluid moves are great. Come on, we can do this. All the way down. Good work. And you made it through. Okay, now the other side. And again, you want to get in those extra few bonus reps. You can. Just make sure you're getting into position correctly before you go. You don't rush into it. Pull back and down. Down. Come on, we can do this. And slowly on the return. It's very tempting to rush, but working against that gravity is just so good for the muscles. And again, if you're lifting the right weight, you will naturally slow down. That's how we know we're lifting correctly, we're lifting the right weight. We're not flying through each exercise. And there you go, well done. Now, we're into our kickbacks. Okay, if you struggled round one, just drop down your weight a little bit. Because like I say, it's more important to get the technique correct than trying to lift heavier or get more reps out. Right, hips back. Try and get that leg position correct. This is another one you can use a chair for support, but you'll have to do one side at a time. It's a little bit easier and it might allow you to actually lift heavier if you want to. Good. That's it. And squeeze. Come on, try and get those weights parallel, or those arms parallel there with the floor, and squeeze it out. Squeeze it out. And I hope you enjoyed today's strength. I did, it was different. Really did enjoy the variety of that one today. And if you did, I'd appreciate a thumbs up. That'd be great. Just under the video here. And last one. And you're always going to get a dumbbell clap from me for completing your strength workouts. Excellent job. Well done. It is so important. I can't stress to you enough how important it is that you lift weights, no matter what age, but most particularly when you're getting into your 50s and beyond. Really important. We're losing bone density and we need to fight that. And one way we can fight it is through resistance training, okay? You're keeping the muscle strong by allowing the bones to thicken up against the resistance of weight training. Another good one as well is any land bearing exercises. So your low impact workouts will be good if you can add a few skips or jumps and hops there. You're going to increase that bone density as well, and walking, and even if you can run outside, it is good. You may not think it's good for the joints, but it's actually very good for the bones. Okay, now let us cool down. Heart rate has come back down. Let's just stretch above our heads, interlace the fingers. And like I was saying, I really felt my upper body now with that particular session today. Now let go and we'll stretch across, reach to the other side of the room. Well done. And again, just when it comes to weight loss and exercise, or weight loss and strength in particular, like this workout, or this workout is titled, when we lift weights consistently, we do put on a little bit of muscle, and that's a great thing. Muscle is your best friend. It keeps the body metabolically active, and all that means is that the energy you take in with your eating, your body has somewhere to put those calories or put that energy into, and if you have, the more muscle you have, the more chances you will have of burning off that energy you're eating. Let's do our calves. Press that foot into the floor. So we only have a certain capacity in our bodies for storing energy or storing calories. Muscle is one place, the liver is another, but it doesn't have a very large capacity for storing energy. So the more muscle you have, it doesn't give you a license to go out and eat what you like, but it does mean you will probably more than likely have a slimmer physique than somebody who does not weight train, okay? So really important. I really do believe that muscle keeps us young. I really do. The more muscle you have throughout your whole lifetime, let's go on to the other calf, the younger you will stay. Good. Now make sure the toes are facing to the front. Good work. Let that tension as always build up in the muscle, and let it ease off a little bit before you increase the stretch. Push those elbows right back, open up that chest. Good. All right, well done. Now let's head into our, if you want to go get a mat, if you feel like the upright one is just too tricky for you, you can use a mat and roll it up as much as you can, because the more support you have for the knee, the better. And then just press your body forward. You can, like I was saying, do it upright like this. Reach up to the ceiling with either one. Press forward now of your knees on the mat so they actually lengthen out that hip flexor and down into your quadricep, your thigh muscle. Good. Great job. Well done. And we'll switch it around. If you are trying this one here where you're sort of upright and you're getting fatigued, have a mat underneath. You always have a mat ready, because you won't kneel down on the floor and then pivot forward on your knee. It's very uncomfortable. So always be ready to come down. Good. Now I'm going to link up a longer cool down for you. You'll find my cool down playlist in the description box below the video here. And I'm going to say goodbye to you. Thank you so much for your company today, and I'll see you in the next workout. Well done.